Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Yes, Anadi, how was your English duty?
Ma'am, very nice, very good.
I hope you all did not have any problems in the paper.
No, ma'am.
The comprehension PDF was posted on the groups. Did you get the message?
Yes, ma'am.
What duty tomorrow?
Computer and PHE.
Okay. You've got PHE or you've got computers?
Computers.
So, students studying for PHE and computers, this happens in all UPs. I've seen. If you've done this, structure of this, I already explained that. You remember collecting back PCT, DCT, renal pelvis, they've done this part.
Yes, ma'am.
85% are cortical nephrons, where the Henle's loop is short. Urine formation we were doing. I had started with this. Filtration slits, 3 membranes. We had done till here. Glomerulus filtration, if you remember, these green structures were proteins.
Proteins.
Yes, proteins cannot pass. Then reabsorption is what we did. Active absorption and passive absorption of water, and then reabsorption here. PCT will reabsorb 80% of the nutrients. Ascending limb here, filtrate, and then this is how it gets. Okay, reabsorption, conditional reabsorption of sodium and water ions. Tubular secretion. See, cells of the PCT and the DCT maintain which balance? Ionic balance and acid-base balance. There are two functions of PCT and DCT cells. One, they'll maintain the balance of ions, and second, they will maintain the acid-base balance. So these ions basically, hydrogen, potassium, ammonia, and absorption of bicarbonate ions. Collecting duct also maintains pH and ionic balance. So this slide basically tells you that there are three cells which are involved in maintaining the osmotic balance and the pH balance. First is the cells of PCT and DCT, and second is the cells of the collecting duct. So there are three cells which help to control the ionic balance and the acid-base balance. One is the cells of PCT, second DCT, and third is the collecting duct. Nothing more important here. See, this is a urine formation at a glance. The entire thing. If you see, this blue arrow is water. The blue color, if you will see, please see the sign colors here. This is water, these are solutes. This green one is the filtrate. And this dot dot is the variable reabsorption or secretion. If it is reabsorption, it is shown by blue dots. If it is secretion, it is shown by orange dots. So we start from here. See this. This is entering inside. From the glomerulus to Bowman's capsule. This color. What is this color? If you can see.
Filtrate, green color.
Because filtration has already taken place here in the glomerulus. So when this liquid comes out from the glomerulus into Bowman's capsule, it's actually the filtrate. So it is going here. It will mix in water, and what is formed is, what is going up is, see this, what is this?
Solute.
Yes, beta, solutes. So we are going like this. If you remember, this is PCT. So we are crossing this. Water is going out here. Extra water is being removed over here. Okay, the PCT area. That is why we said the cells of the PCT maintain the balance. Anything extra can go out. Let's go down over here in the descending limb. Descending limb, again, you can see the extra amount of water is being thrown out. Here also, extra amount of water was thrown out. Solutes are being removed and extra amount of water, so that the solution is becoming concentrated now. When we come to the ascending limb, then any solute if left, that is being removed. In descending limb, extra water is removed. In ascending limb, extra solutes are removed. We pass through DCT. Here also, if you see, extra solutes are being removed. Look at this arrow, orange one. This shows secretion. What does this show? Secretions.
Secretion.
Yes, beta. Some secretions from glands are entering here. Something is going out. Reabsorption is also taking place. Secretions are also taking place to maintain the osmotic balance. It's variable. Depends upon the osmotic and pH. How much has to be absorbed, how much has to be secreted. And then this is going down. The liquid is coming down. Again, variable reabsorption, variable secretions all through the collecting duct. This amount is not constant. It will depend upon the liquid which has come from this tubule. Then it will enter the minor calyx. Before I move on to the second slide, look here. Look at this figure. I'll explain this again to you. The third step, that is tubular secretion. This part I'll explain again. Then you'll be able to relate it to the diagram. See beta, afferent arteriole, if you can see filtration from blood plasma, it is coming into the nephron. This is coming here. From nephron, here you had your glomerulus, so entering this capsule. What is this capsule known as?
Bowman's capsule.
It is your Bowman's capsule. Let's go forward. Now, if you see, this is your afferent arteriole. This is a different case. Let's talk about this. This is the fluid moving in the renal tubule. The fluid is moving in the tubule, renal tubule. What is happening over here? Let's see this. This was over here. If you can see this part over here, tubular reabsorption is taking place from the fluid into the blood. Reabsorption of which ions? Hydrogen, potassium, and ammonia is taking place. From the fluid, these three things are absorbed into the blood. Okay, they are being absorbed into the blood. Hydrogen ions, potassium ions, ammonia. Third step is this tubular secretion. उल्टा है बेटा ये. Reabsorption होता है from fluid into blood, and secretion is from blood to the fluids. Now from blood to the fluid, tubular secretion, what all is there? If you can see over here, see these are the capillaries. What all again? If you can see the arrows, what all is coming inside? Urea, drugs, and potassium ions. From the blood capillaries, this is coming into the fluid duct. So urine is going to contain all these waste substances which the blood has blocked. The blood capillaries have brought all the harmful drugs, all the harmful urea, extra potassium ions. So everything is coming into the collecting duct here. And this will be thrown out as urine from the collecting duct. So in the first step, what happened is this liquid has come inside. Here reabsorption is taking place. Blood is going to absorb anything which is useful. It is going to absorb anything which is useful. In the last step, tubular secretion, it's just the opposite. From blood, these things which are harmful will enter into the collecting duct and mix up with the water. We have cells of PCT and we've got cells of DCT. We said they'll maintain what? They'll maintain the acid-base balance and osmotic balance. How they will maintain this balance? By secretion of these three things: hydrogen ions, potassium ions, and ammonia. All these three things are secreted into the filtrate. What are they? They're secreted into the filtrate. Now see, collecting duct, this is your collecting duct. This will also help in maintaining pH. This will secrete basically only two ions, potassium and hydrogen ions. So the collecting duct can secrete only potassium and hydrogen ions over here, and reabsorption takes place of these three things: potassium, hydrogen, and ammonia. Same thing you can understand here also. Reabsorption and secretion going on. I don't know. Should I start with part 2? Just one student in the class. Another, you want to continue? Should I start
Yes.
with part 2, or you would also go and study PHE? Oh, sorry, computers. So it's entirely your choice. If you want, I can start with part 2. I'm absolutely okay with it. If you also feel that, oh, I've got stuck, I want to leave, I'm absolutely okay with that also. If you want to go for your computers, you can let me know. If you want to continue, I can start with part 2. Beta, Vichap?
Ma'am, I will study here.
Good.
I
Krisha
have
is
done.
also come. Good. Krisha is also come. So we'll continue. We're starting with part 2 now. Urine formation. This is a very important process. Counter current system. Learn the name of this topic. You people have sent your mail.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So many students sending it on the mobile. I told also that I will not accept anything on mobile. We don't know. We don't know how to make. Very strange. So many messages coming. Beta, I'm starting with the counter current system in urine formation. A very important topic. Seems to be a bit confusing. So if you don't understand, let me know. I'll do it again with you. We are doing what system? Counter current system. It is also known as counter current mechanism. Okay. In many books, the same thing you will find as counter current mechanism. That word will be written over there. Okay, dear. Now let's start. first, let us do one by one the functions. I say Henley's loop. You all remember this is Henley's loop?
Yes, ma'am.
What is Vassar-Richter? What is Vassar-Richter? Which one is Vassar-Richter? This one or this inner one? Where is Vassar-Richter in this structure?
U shape parallel to Henley's loop.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. So you feel this would be the Vassar-Richter, right?
Yes, ma'am.
This is Henley's loop, this is Vassar-Richter. Both of them help to concentrate the urine. First, understand their functions, then you'll be able to understand this mechanism. The function of both of these, whether it is the inner one that is Henley's loop or it is the outer one that is Vassar-Richter, both of them help to concentrate the urine only. आगे चलते हैं. The flow filtrate in the two limbs of Henley's loop. देखो बेटा, this is which limb, ascending or descending? Henley's loop, which limb is this, descending or ascending?
Ascending limb.
Descending.
Descending. देखो बेटा, यहाँ से शुरू करते हैं ना, तो ये नीचे जा रहा है, तो this is descending. लूप के बाद ये ऊपर जाता है, ऊपर जा रहा है, तो ascending. Very simple. So this is your descending limb. देखो arrow नीचे को जा रहा है, and this is your ascending. Now the filtrate, जो भी यहाँ पे filter हो गया in the glomerulus, that filtrate is going to flow here in the two limbs of the Henley's loop. Filtrate. Henley's loop में क्या flow कर रहा है बेटा? The filtrate, जो यहाँ से filter हो गया है, यहाँ से. What is this place?
Glomerular.
Glomerulus. Very good. Glomerulus में filtration हो गया, filtrate मिल गया. So filtrate तो इसमें flow करेगा, Henley's loop के limbs में. Okay? तो इसमें क्या flow करेगा? That is what we have to understand now. Blood is going to flow through the two limbs of Vassar-Richter. अब चलो मुझे बताइए. This is glomerulus. Glomerulus से the filtrate will flow in the limbs of, what is this? This is Henley's loop or
Vassar-Richter.
ये अंदर वाला ये क्या है ये? This one. This orange
Henley's
one.
loop.
Henley's loop. इसमें तो filtrate flow कर रहा है बेटा. And what is flowing in this Vassar-Richter? Blood. What flows in this?
Blood.
चलो इसको अलग से दिखा देते हैं. This is your Henley's loop and this is your Vassar-Richter. अब अलग से बना दिया. This is just to show you that Vassar-Richter यहाँ पे होता है, just outside K U-shaped structure outside Henley's loop. Now we've got these two separately बेटा. Remember कि इसमें तो filtrate flow करेगा and इसमें blood flow करेगा, but the direction is opposite. The direction is opposite. This mechanism is what we call as a countercurrent mechanism, countercurrent system, countercurrent pattern. So when I say countercurrent, it means there are two U-shaped structures. ये अंदर वाला Henley's loop है और ये बाहर वाला क्या है बेटा?
Vassar-Richter.
Vassar-Richter.
इसमें तो filtrate flow कर रहा है, जो भी filter होके यहाँ से आया from glomerulus. And what is flowing inside the Vassar-Richter?
Blood.
Blood.
But they flow in the opposite direction. Okay? The flow of the filtrate and the flow of blood in the Henley's loop and in the Vassar-Richter are in opposite direction. This mechanism is called as, what is it called as?
Countercurrent mechanism.
Countercurrent mechanism. अभी मैं धीरे-धीरे stepwise I'll go. देखते हैं. See. Now we have a countercurrent flowing. There is a countercurrent mechanism going on. And there's a proximity between Henley's loop and Vassar-Richter. Proximity means what? What is proximity? Proximity word means what, beta? Very close to each other, near. What does the word proximity means? Nearness.
Near.
See, are they close to each other? Proximity word comes from the word proximal. If you remember PCT, DCT, proximal convoluted tubule. जो पास में था glomerulus के, that was called as proximal. So proximity means nearby. So ये देखिए बेटा दोनों पास में है. Although ये दोनों पास में है, but mechanism कैसा चल रहा है? Counter current. You know what is counter current now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. They are very close to each other, but the direction is opposite of the fluids which are flowing in this and this. In this we have the filtrate flowing, in this we have the blood flowing in opposite directions. Because of this, the osmolarity increases from the cortex to the inner medullary interstitium. Osmolarity is going to increase now. Because of this mechanism, which mechanism we had talked about, children? आराम से समझिए, इनको
Counter
जल्दी
current mechanism.
Counter current.
Yes, counter current mechanism. But एक problem और आ रहा है. They are very close to each other. Which two things?
Henle's
Ye-
loop and vasa recta.
Henle's loop and vasa recta.
Now the osmolarity. Understand this word osmolarity. How many solute particles are present in 1 liter of a solution is called osmolarity. The number of solute particles present in 1 liter of a solution is called osmolarity. Clear this word osmolarity?
Yes, ma'am.
अगर हम ये मान लें कि 10 liters filtrate है and 10 liters of blood है, तो 1 liter filtrate में कितने solute particles हैं, 1 liter blood में कितने particles हैं, that will be called as the osmolarity. Beta, osmolarity is going to increase from the cortex to the medullary area. Cortex was outer one or inner one?
Outer.
Cortex कौन सा part?
Outer.
Outer. And inner जो middle वाला था, what is it called?
Medulla region.
Yes, it is called as the medulla region. So कहाँ से कहाँ तक change हो रही है osmolarity? This is what we want to increase होगी. In the cortex, it is only 300. How much is it per liter? 300. How much
300.
is it?
300.
300.
Okay. Cortex से जब हम अंदर जाते हैं to the inner medullary interstitium. Inner medullary interstitium क्या होता है बेटा? जो टिश्यू लूप ऑफ हेनले को सराउंड करते हैं, यहाँ पे देखो मेडुला रीजन में. ओके, जो टिश्यू किसको सराउंड करते हैं? लूप ऑफ हेनले को. दीज आर नोन एज द मेडुलरी इंटरस्टिशियल्स. इज इट ओके फॉर यू? नाउ
Yes, ma'am.
इन सिंपल वर्ड्स, अगर हम कॉर्टेक्स टू मेडुला चाहते हैं, आप इंटरस्टिशियम भी भूल जाओ, बस कॉर्टेक्स टू मेडुला. कॉर्टेक्स द ऑस्मोलैरिटी वाज 300 per liter and in medullary region is 1200 per liter. So don't you think this is increasing? Osmolarity is increasing from cortex to the medulla.
Yes, ma'am.
ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है? This is caused by this gradient. Is gradient means change, variation is caused by sodium chloride and urea. ये जो osmotic balance, osmolarity बढ़ रही है, that is because of two things. Which are the two things?
Urea and sodium chloride.
Urea and sodium chloride. चलिए एक बार मैं फिर से कर रही हूँ. This is my Henle's loop. What is this?
Vasa recta.
Vasa recta.
In Henle's loop, filtrate is flowing. What is flowing in the vasa recta?
Blood.
Both of them are flowing in same direction or opposite direction?
Opposite direction.
Opposite direction.
What is this mechanism known as?
Counter current
Counter
mechanism.
current mechanism.
So they are in opposite direction and they are very close to each other. The word is proximity. So what increases? What increases? I just talked about a word.
Osmolarity.
Osmolarity.
When I define osmolarity, I say number of solute particles per
Per liter.
liter. So osmolarity is going to increase. बाहर से जब हम अंदर जाएंगे, बाहर cortex था, अंदर medulla है. So is it going to increase or is it going to decrease?
Increase.
It is going to increase, beta. And what is the reason why it is increasing? Because of which two
Because of
things?
Sodium
urea
chloride and
and
urea.
sodium chloride.
Remember, two things के कारण ये osmotic change आ रहा है. One is sodium chloride and the other is
Urea.
yes, the other is urea. Please remember this, huh? Don't forget that these are the two things which are going to cause the change over here. One is sodium chloride and the other is urea. Okay beta, also remember this word. चलिए आगे चल के थोड़ा सा आपको मैं और समझाती हूँ. So you know what is osmolarity everybody? बताओ जल्दी से क्या होता है?
Number of solute particles present in a liter of fluid.
बेटा इस यूनिट से परेशान मत हो ना. दिस इज नॉट इन योर सिलेबस बट मैं थोड़ा सा बता देती हूँ. व्हाट इज दिस यूनिट एक्चुअली? दिस इज मिली ऑस्मॉल पर लीटर. मिली ऑस्मॉल पर लीटर. ठीक है, ये जो अजीब सी यूनिट लिखी है ये क्या है? मिली ऑस्मॉल पर.
Milli per liter.
This is the unit of osmolarity. Milliosmoles per liter. So it is increasing from 300 to how much?
1200.
1200.
चलिए यहाँ पे देखते हैं. NaCl is transported by the ascending loop of Henle's limb. ये वाला descending था कि ascending था?
Descending.
Descending.
ये descending है. आप बार बार कंफ्यूज हो रहे हो. अनारी देखो, ये ग्लोमेरुलस है. ग्लोमेरुलस से हम ये लिम्ब में नीचे जा रहे हैं ना बेटा.
Yes,
This
ma'am.
limb is going down. So this is called descending limb. And loop के बाद हम ऊपर जाते हैं. So this is called ascending limb. So try and recollect this analogy. चलो NaCl पढ़ते हैं पहले. We talked about two things, NaCl and urea. तो अभी देखते हैं NaCl and urea कैसे osmolarity change करते हैं. NaCl is transported by the ascending limb of the Henle's loop that is exchanged with the descending limb of vasa recta. ध्यान से पढ़ो इस इक्वेशन को, फिर से समझो what I am trying to say. NaCl is transported by ascending limb. ये है ना आपका ascending limb, ये वाला. देखो ascending limb दिख रहा है. This is
Yes, ma'am.
Henle's loop children. This is Henle's loop. कैसे पहचानते हैं? जिसके साथ glomerulus attached है वो Henle's loop है और ये vasa recta होगा हमारा. तो NaCl is being transported by ascending limb. ये वाला ascending limb है. It is exchanged with descending limb of vasa recta. अब vasa recta का ये descending है या ये ascending है? ये वाला descending होगा ना?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ध्यान से देखिए. This is vasa recta. Vasa recta के descending limb से can you see NaCl being passed out?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
If you see NaCl is being passed out over here, exchange हो रहा है बेटा. और अब इसमें से देखो, इसके कौन से लिम्ब से NaCl पास आउट हो रहा है? असेंडिंग और डिसेंडिंग?
Ascending.
Ascending.
फिर देखो उल्टा है यहाँ पे फिर से. NaCl एक्सचेंज के लिए vasa recta के तो कौन से लिम्ब से बाहर आ रहा है? फिर से एक्सचेंज के लिए it is coming out from the descending limb. But if I talk about Henle's loop, then it is which limb?
Ascending
Ascending.
limb.
Ascending limb. So both of them NaCl बाहर आ गया. vasa recta के तो descending limb से, and when we talk about our this Henle's loop, it is ascending limb. All this NaCl is returned to the medullary area, interstitium I told you, tissue surrounding the medulla, by this limb, ascending limb of the vasa recta. देखो ये सारा वापस NaCl किस में जा रहा है? देखो बच्चा किस में वापस जा रहा है? कौन से लिम्ब में vasa recta के?
Descending.
Descending.
नहीं ये वाला लिम्ब कौन सा है हमारा vasa recta का? बेटा डायरेक्शन ऑफ ब्लड अलग होता है लेकिन लिम्ब सेम रहते हैं. vasa recta का भी ये भी डिसेंडिंग लिम्ब है, ये असेंडिंग लिम्ब है. ओनली डायरेक्शन अलग है. दैट इज व्हाई इन्होंने एरोज ऐसे दिखा दिया काउंटर करंट मैकेनिज्म दिखाने के लिए. काउंटर करंट मैकेनिज्म दे आर शोइंग कि ये फिल्ट्रेट ऐसे फ्लो कर रहा है. देखो बेटा एरो नीचे दिख रही है यहाँ से, ये
Yes,
देखो
ma'am.
it is coming like this. The filtrate is flowing like this. But if you see vasa recta, तो ये उल्टा दिखा रहे हैं ऐसे. This is counter current mechanism. जो भी फ्लो करेगा ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में. यहाँ पे आपका फिल्ट्रेट ऐसे फ्लो कर रहा था, पहले किस में आता है? डिसेंडिंग लिम्ब में. ओके, एंड फिर असेंडिंग लिम्ब में जाता है। यहाँ पे उल्टा है, असेंडिंग लिम्ब में पहले और फिर आपका ये डिसेंडिंग लिम्ब में। नाम वही याद रखिएगा, दिस इज डिसेंडिंग, दिस इज असेंडिंग लिम्ब। नाउ टेल मी which limb of vasa recta sodium chloride is coming out, ascending or descending?
descending,
Descending.
क्योंकि ये अब इसका डिसेंडिंग लिम्ब है, डिसेंडिंग तो सेम, लिम्ब्स तो सेम रहेंगे, सिर्फ डायरेक्शन चेंज होगा। एंड आउट ऑफ दिस हेनलेज लूप में विच लिम्ब?
ascending,
इफ यू सी एरोज आउट बेटा, एरोज देखो ध्यान से, बाहर आ रहा है, स्केल यहाँ से भी बाहर आ रहा है, यहाँ से भी बाहर आ रहा है, लेकिन ये वापस कहाँ जा रहा है? इट इज ऑल बीइंग एब्जॉर्ब्ड एंड रिटर्न टू विच लिम्ब इज दिस?
Ascending limb.
ascending limb,
Very good, ascending limb of vasa recta. So we have understood about sodium chloride. It is being transported, exchange हो रहा है. All the sodium chloride is being removed from the descending limb of the vasa recta, and it is इधर से भी निकल गया ascending limb of Henle's loop, and it is going to enter this limb, that is the ascending limb of vasa recta. Now we'll talk about urea now. Urea also, a very small amount of urea will enter the ascending limb of Henle's loop. This is your Henle's loop. This is descending, this is ascending. Fine. Now tell me, ये ascending है ना बेटा?
Yes, ma'am.
yes ma'am,
There is very small amount of urea, तो वो इसमें एंटर करेगा या इसमें एंटर करेगा? डिसेंडिंग लूप और असेंडिंग लिम्ब? असेंडिंग लिम्ब, यहाँ पे यूरिया एब्जॉर्ब होगा। कहाँ पे एब्जॉर्ब होगा? यहाँ पे, असेंडिंग लिम्ब ऑफ हेनलेज लूप। यहाँ पे जो भी यूरिया एब्जॉर्ब होगा, इट विल बी सेंट टू द कलेक्टिंग ट्यूब्यूल। देखो आपको यूरिया दिख रहा है यहाँ पे आ गया कलेक्टिंग ट्यूब्यूल। सो वापस दिस इज ऑल्सो बीइंग सेंट टू द मेडुलरी इंटरस्टिशियम, लेकिन लेके कौन जा रहा है यहाँ पे? ये कलेक्टिंग डक्ट। एंड NaCl is also going back to the medullary region, but लेके कौन जाएगा? The ascending limb of vasa recta. यहाँ पे देखो, maybe I know it is complicating, I told you in the beginning only, but चलिए कोशिश करते हैं। See over here, we talked about the osmolarity. How much was it? Cortex area?
300.
300,
This is your cortex area. And नीचे आ जाते हैं medulla rim. How much is it?
1200,
So that means osmolarity is increasing from the cortex to the inner medulla. This is outer medulla. Outer medulla में भी बढ़ रहा है अभी तक, 300 to 600 हो जाता है, फिर 900 हो जाता है, but deep inside the medulla it is, the value is 1200. चलिए अब इसको देखते हैं, आपको कहाँ यहाँ पे ये समझ में आ रहा है थोड़ा बहुत। Sodium chloride is being released from which limb of vasa recta?
Descending limb.
Descending
descending,
limb. And which limb of the Henle's loop?
Ascending limb.
ascending,
Arrows देखो बेटा, यहाँ से भी बाहर निकल रहा है, यहाँ से भी बाहर, and सब कुछ again it is going back to which limb is this?
Ascending limb.
ascending,
Of what? Loop और vasa
Vasa
recta?
recta.
vasa recta,
ये चीज तो क्लियर हो गई आपकी, ये देखिए। ओके, नाउ इट इज रिटर्निंग टू द असेंडिंग लिम्ब ऑफ द vasa recta, एंड ये वापस इट विल गो बैक टू द मेडुलरी रीजन ऑफ कोर्स। अब इसी तरह यूरिया देखते हैं। यूरिया विल नॉट एंटर दिस, यहाँ पे वैसे रेक्टा से कोई मतलब नहीं है यूरिया। यूरिया के लिए सिर्फ इधर देखिए, यूरिया विल एंटर द असेंडिंग लिम्ब ऑफ द हेनलेज लूप। दिस इज असेंडिंग लिम्ब, यहाँ पे एंटर करेगा बेटा यूरिया। ओके, एंड यहाँ से ये सीधा चला जाएगा यहाँ पे कलेक्टिंग ट्यूब्यूल। यू रिमेम्बर ये जाके नीचे किस में खुल जाता है? कलेक्टिंग ट्यूब्यूल। तो यूरिया के लिए वैसा रेक्टा का कोई मतलब नहीं है। विल जस्ट स्टार्ट फ्रॉम हियर, बस बिल्कुल लास्ट पार्ट पे देखा करो नेफ्रॉन के, यहाँ पे यूरिया कलेक्ट एब्जॉर्ब हो जाएगा। व्हिच लिम्ब इज दिस ऑफ हेनलेज लूप?
ascending limb,
Ascending limb.
एंड फ्रॉम असेंडिंग लिम्ब इट विल गो टू द कलेक्टिंग।
descending limb,
चलो, once again I am doing, there are two things which influence the osmolarity. I did with you, one is sodium chloride and the other is
urea,
urea. We talked about that this is what is this? अभी पढ़ा था,
Henley's loop.
Henley's loop.
And what is this surrounding Henley's loop?
Vasa
Vasa
recta.
recta.
Very good. In Henley's loop, filtrate is flowing. What is flowing in vasa recta?
Blood.
Is the direction of both the fluids same?
Opposite.
No, ma'am. Opposite.
It is opposite. What is this mechanism called as?
Counter current
Counter
mechanism.
current.
Counter current mechanism. एक तो ये समझ में आया. Because we have two liquids flowing in two different directions and both of them are in proximity, very close to each other, there is a difference in
Osmolarity.
Osmolarity.
the value of osmolarity. The outer cortex region is
300 milliosmol per liter.
yes, and when we move down to inner medulla, it increases to
1200
1200.
milliosmol per liter.
अब हम ये देखते हैं कि ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है बेटा, मेडुला में ही क्यों इतना ऑस्मोलैरिटी बढ़ जा रहा है. आई टोल्ड यू, जितने भी सोडियम क्लोराइड आयंस यहाँ सोडियम क्लोराइड एब्जॉर्ब हुआ सब मेडुला में जाएगा. आई ऑल्सो टोल्ड यू कि यहाँ से जो यूरिया कलेक्टिंग डक्ट में आएगा वो भी कहाँ जाएगा, मेडुला रीजन में जाएगा. So both the things, whether they are NaCl or they are urea, they are being sent to which region?
Medulla.
Medulla. That is the region. That is the reason, बेटा, कि हमारा जो medulla region है, वहाँ पे osmolarity इतना high होता है. I told you osmolarity is the number of particles, solute particles per liter. सारा NaCl भी इधर medulla में आ गया. कौन लेकर के आया? We'll be revising once again. All the urea has also come to the medulla region. So there are so many solute particles in the medulla region. So obviously osmolarity increase हो जाएगा. ठीक है बेटा? एक बार मैं फिर से कर ले रही हूँ आपके साथ. Two things have to reach the medulla region. यही osmolarity को increase करेंगे. NaCl and urea. अब कहाँ से आएंगे, कौन लेके आएगा? That we have already revised. NaCl जो भी आपका ये इसमें तो क्या फ्लो कर रहा था बेटा, फिल्ट्रेट. फिल्ट्रेट में से सारा NaCl बाहर निकल जाएगा, almost all. From which limb?
Ascending limb.
Ascending limb.
अगर आपको कंफ्यूजन हो ना, इसका एक सिंपल तरीका आई टेल यू. जो ब्लड होता है वो इमीडिएटली NaCl को लूज करता है. ठीक है, हम इसको ऐसे भी कर सकते हैं. चल, बट यू विल गेट कंफ्यूज, फॉरगेट अबाउट इट. असेंडिंग लिम्ब ऑफ हेनलेज लूप एंड व्हिच लिम्ब ऑफ वासा रेक्टा?
Descending
Descending
limb.
चलो अब यहाँ पे बताओ, इसमें से या इसमें से दिस लिम्ब और दिस लिम्ब सोडियम क्लोराइड विल कम आउट. डिसेंडिंग और असेंडिंग?
Ascending.
Ascending.
एंड इसके वाले में से विच वन, दिस वन और दिस वन?
Descending.
Descending.
डिसेंडिंग. व्हाट आई वाज ट्राइंग टू टेल यू, एक बार फिर से मैं कोशिश करती हूँ अगर आपको याद रह जाए. बेटा जब चीजें रिमूव होनी स्टार्ट होती है ना, तो NaCl काफी बाद में रिमूव होएगा. तो आपका फिल्ट्रेशन यहाँ से स्टार्ट हो गया. आपका फिल्ट्रेट ये आ रहा है बेटा, आता जाएगा. वाटर देखो यहाँ पे बाहर निकल गया है हेनलेज लूप में. लास्ट में जाकर जब हम इसके पास आ जाते हैं, DCT के पास, तब NaCl रिमूव हो रहा है. ठीक है बेटा, डायरेक्ट जब कलेक्टिंग डक्ट में जाने वाले हैं हम. सिमिलरली यहाँ से प्रोसेस स्टार्ट होता है बिकॉज इट इज उल्टा. तो अगेन आप देखो, जब हम लास्ट तक पहुंच जाते हैं यहाँ तक, तब NaCl रिमूव हो रहा है. So both the NaCls are collected and sent to the medulla region. Similarly, यूरिया भी यहाँ पे absorb हो जाएगा, collecting duct के through medulla में चला जाएगा. So medulla में बहुत सारे particles, बहुत सारे molecules हो गए of NaCl and of urea. That is why the osmolarity of medulla region is very high. How much is it?
1200 milliosmol.
1200 milliosmol per liter.
Because of the increase in which particles? Which two particles?
NaCl and urea.
And urea.